right. Excellent connection. Um, so let me figure out how to put the chat on the screen. See what come on like that. Let's see. Nope. Doesn't look like that's working. All right. Well, I'll just respond to you guys on the side. All right. Let's practice our driving skills while we wait for people to join. Jeez. A little buggy first stream. Start at gas station. I'm guessing the first couple whatever minutes it takes for someone to join. Probably gonna be me by myself. Well, welcome to episode 1 for whoever gets here. Please ignore the information at the top unless you're into that type of thing. That's okay. All right. Fun facts. I'm using a laptop to play because I haven't built a PC in a long time, and I think GPU prices are a little overpriced right now. Not a little overpriced, like a lot overpriced actually. Alright, first off, let's switch cars. Okay. Alright, we expect it to be a little bit buggy. There's no one's here. Let's try to fix it. Honestly, no pressure. Oh, it works now, so I guess we'll just be like that. Okay. Is the stream? Yep, stream's still on. Awesome. Oh, maybe I should have just been doing this type of screen. Seems a little better. Hello? Oh, did my camera come off? Well, it's okay. Nothing that can't be fixed. Let's remove this. And we'll just re-add it. No pressure, nothing crazy. All right. All right, cool. Easy fix. All right. Make me a little smaller so y'all can see. All right, I can have a live chat right here. I'm liking this. All right. Back to picking our people. Go for something manual. This is kind of chill. We're not looking for anything too fast. Just something that we can cruise in. Oh, let me make sure I'm recording. All right. Yeah, so for a nice manual vehicle. Chill, huh? Hey, this guy, let's see if they have a manual, just so it's a little more fun. Boards. I play on a laptop currently. Reason for that is, I guess, the GPU pricing. Wait 1 second, you guys. Let me make sure the chat's up. Is anything you guys are saying? Let's put it over here. Okay. Technical difficulties, episode 1. All right. So yeah, the last time I built a PC, I was a sophomore in high school. Is the game volume too loud? Well, I'm sure someone will let me know if that's the case. I was a sophomore in high school, and back then, I remember specifically that I was able to get a 980 or a GTX 980 for about like $300 used. And at the time, that was plenty, to be honest with you guys. Because the only games I really played was Counter-Strike. I think Counter-Strike and... honestly, I think that was it. One of those things that me and my friends would just play together. But yeah, the GTX 980 seemed plenty at the time. It was $300, which at the time I thought was very expensive for a GPU. But looking at like today's prices, like you're not gonna get like a 4080 for 300. Probably closer to like 2,000 if you're like assuming they're scalpers. Back there, like just wanting to get on with a bunch of friends, get on game chat and just hang out, you know, play Fortnite or something. Let's see if I can hit this reverse. I don't know if this road would end. Well, that's why we're here, right? We're here to practice. I think that's another good thing about this game is that you can really learn how to do manual, I believe. Oh, as I stall out. See if we can get back on the road. No, but going back to the whole PC and console thing, like, as I get older, I realize more and more, like, I don't care about playing at native 4K, anti-aliasing, in neutral right now, so we're gonna try to hit a reverse without crashing. Okay. Hey, and if no one watches this, I have a cool video log of my mid-20s. Alright. So that was the first time I've been able to reverse without crashing and stalling, or stalling. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna focus in on trying to become famous or anything. I'm just trying to relax, feel like I'm in a car joyriding. I don't have a manual car, so this is kind of me living vicarious through this video game. Now I would like to save up for one of those simulators where you kind of like and like get jolted around while you drive. I wonder what those little things in my indicator mean on the top. I wonder if this is what it. Oh, I'm going kind of fast. Let's slow down. I'm going to rush to get. Oh, neutral. We'll just cruise for a bit. This car kind of reminds me of like what life must have been like before, like, you know, the accessibility to like the internet. So, like, yeah, I'm 25, but I feel like I definitely got the starting wave of like what would become like social media, app stores, YouTube. Like, I remember I was either 7 or 8 years old when I first discovered YouTube. And it was a weird experience because I used to watch, I'm sure everyone knows this show at this point, but I used to watch Naruto when I was younger. And I would do anything to get extra content, because back then you had to wait once a week for a new episode to come out. And me being a kid, I thought the internet had all the answers to, you know, the new Naruto content. At the time, I didn't know there was a manga. I didn't know that Naruto was like, I didn't even know it was a Japanese show. I thought it was just a cartoon that looked realistic. I didn't know, like, realistic as in like they put extra details into stuff that like traditional cartoons didn't. Like, you gotta imagine, I first saw it on Cartoon Network, and I think at the time Cartoon Network played Ed, Edd n Eddy, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Salvage Showdown, and a couple other shows I can't remember. And those shows were nothing like Naruto when I first saw it on TV. I remember the cool robot voice coming on. You just see a bunch of ninjas throwing kunai at each other in the little trailer. Just, it was a surreal moment, I think, because I didn't know shows like that existed. But going back to the beginning part, so me first discovering YouTube, I was 7 years old, and I'm seeing that there's a website that has a bunch of videos on it. I'm like, oh, cool. They might have videos on Naruto. So I type in Naruto, and I just see a bunch of, like, looks like fan art and music. But at the time, I wasn't sure what that was, so I just click it. And I didn't realize that it was like shipping. So they were shipping certain Naruto characters. So one of them was like Naruto X Hinata, Sasuke X Sakura, Naruto X Sasuke. And it made me wonder, like, think about the show in a different aspect that I didn't think at the time. Like, I never thought of any of the characters really getting romantically involved, even though that was like definitely a huge premise in what made the show's story run, like Sakura's like affection for Sasuke. And that was not reciprocated. And then Hinata's affection towards Naruto, which wasn't reciprocated. But I wasn't shipping anyone at the time. But after watching those videos, I definitely was. I was rooting for Naruto and Hinata, which was not the majority at the time, I don't believe, or it wasn't unanimous at the time. It was a little. Oh, let's see if we can get it. Go on neutral, break. Nice. We're getting good practice, you guys. We're gonna hit that reverse. Slowly. Did we stall? It's all right. Gotta give it more gas next time. Maybe we should try zooming in. Maybe that'll make it more immersive, huh? Well, everyone who has joined the stream today, thank you so much so far. Appreciate you guys spending the time to come by and check it out. We're gonna continue the stream. Just wanted to take a moment and thank everyone. There's definitely a lot less. Oh, let's break. There's definitely a lot less pressure, I think, to stream than when I was like a kid hoping to become like a famous YouTuber. Because now I feel like I have a really good, steady income, house, beautiful wife, pets which I love, and it feels like all the pressure that would have been present when I was first wanting to do this as a kid or as a teenager is immediately gone. I feel like I can finally just make content that I enjoy, and I don't know yet if a lot of this is going to be a little bit repetitive, especially since I am talking to myself. And it is also our first stream, so it's probably going to be a little bit buggy. Settings aren't going to be ideal. The game might actually be louder than me. Actually, judging by the indicators, it just might be. So let's go to neutral. Brake. Just turn on our hazards. Park on the side. See if we can lower our master volume, just so you guys aren't being bombarded by engine noises. Let's try 75, 76. And we'll just see how that is. Alright. It's crazy that we live in a world where a random guy can just stream a video and some people might stop by and check it out. It's actually really neat. This might actually be a really good therapy session too. Definitely a good time to sit and just reflect. Keep going for 30 more minutes. We'll see how this does. Well, we won't see how it does. We'll just see how where the vibes take us. Honestly, I think there might be a chance that I can just talk to myself forever. Like a lot of it just helps with like reflecting on certain things, I think. How quickly, I guess, life can just pass by. Like, I don't want to sound cliche and say like it passes by slowly yet fast at the same time, but it definitely does. Of course, at the time, it feels like an eternity. Like, one of the not first, but one of the critical thoughts I had in elementary school was the realization that I was going to be an adult far longer than I was going to be a kid. And it really surprised me that eventually one day I'll have a wife and kids, hopefully a house, have money, and I'll be able to do what I want. And when you're a kid, that's so much to you, you know? And I remember my grandfather telling me he wishes he could be me, and me telling me I wish I could be him because I wanted to be older, you know? But I guess that's past those critical points in life, it just seems to speed up, you know? Like the first big milestone is probably going to be, or for me, it was 10 years old. I was like, wow, I'm finally in the double digits. And then before you know it, you're 13. And then you're like, ooh, I'm finally a teenager. And then you get to 16, and you're like, oh, I can drive. You get to 18, and you're like, oh, I can vote legally and adult. And then somewhere around 21, when you hit the milestone to dream, everything seems to go by a little bit faster. Like, it still feels like I was 22 or 23 yesterday. Today I'm 25. I'm not 26. Yeah, at the time, I know I was making very memorable memories. Like, definitely didn't feel like time was wasted at all. But I can't seem to remember everything. I just remember like a little bit of the highlights. And it makes me wonder if when you're in your final moments, if that's what your life's gonna be, a collage of highlights you collected over 80 years. I won't regret a thing. At least, hopefully not. Do I have regrets? Yes, but I'm sure everyone does. And I don't think my sins are extremely bad, especially compared to other people. Well, I'm not trying to have like a moral battle, but I definitely think I could have done worse. Right, let's get back to it. I don't know where we're at right now. Seems like we're in a gas station. Got stuck earlier. Try to limit ourselves in those respawns. But sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. Make sure we don't redline. No speed limit here, so go to whatever feels right. But going back to the matter of age, I think it just makes you want to make more those highlighted memories that make you really give yourself a good slideshow at the end of life, you know? All those highlights that are gonna pop up. You can't remember anything. Make sure something you can smile at, just fade away into. Debating if I should post this one. Seems like it should be spontaneous, just relaxing. But I'll post it. I don't think I have anything. Like, insecurity much sometimes, but I always find that his podcast seems to be very engaging. Like episodes where I think I wouldn't be interested in, I always end up becoming interested in. You know, I watch this that I had, which is always a good thing. But no, I always find his content very engaging. Like there was one episode where he brought on a lady that I believed worked with bees, and going into it, I'm like, who cares about bees? And then like it gets into like the things that you would have never thought about, like how bees communicate to each other, how the queen gets fertilized by a bunch of drones. Those drones just die, I think. And the queen just carries their DNA with her for like the rest of her life, just slowly utilizing it to make more and more bees. And I was like, wow, I never would have even thought to ask the question, you know? It might just be like how a lot of life works, you know? You like go into things expecting one thing, and then getting something completely different, which I think is always like a pleasant surprise. If I probably had a better graphics card, I could probably see if my odometer works or not. I'm gonna assume my odometer works since everything else in here seems to work. We just keep an eye, and if we see numbers that we can recognize change, then we'll know for sure that my odometer works. I don't think I've had to go to a higher gear. Maybe we should switch to a different vehicle. We're probably craving a little bit more speed. For those of you watching, think that 110 miles per hour isn't fast enough, I'll switch vehicles as soon as we get to the other end. To be honest, I'm probably not even pushing this car's limits since I'm not even red learning. I don't think I can red learn. At least not at the highest gear I can. Oh, I get this. I don't know if our odometer works or not. It's 3-4 right now, so we'll just momentum up. Gas station, I think we're at the halfway mark. I always wondered how this even gets out to people. Like, does it just randomly show up on their, like, what is it, like a YouTube For You page? To be honest, part of me wishes, or not wishes, I guess I'm so scared of, like, strangers seeing me that I'm kind of hoping that, like, it doesn't really get to anyone. But if it does, no, I can't say that, because I think I would like some people to talk to. And hey, if we start a little community, we might be able to get this up to high graphics. It's a wonder that like this car, probably in the 90s, these type of instruments up here was considered like fully equipped with all like the gadgets and knickknacks. Like I can imagine like a car salesman saying, "Oh sir, it comes with stereo, speakers, and radio." Ooh, we're kind of losing control there. I will get a good reverse in, and then we'll switch vehicles. For anyone who is watching, might happen to come by here, welcome to the stream, and I hope you guys are enjoying the ride. Alright, let's go for this again. Switch to neutral. Brake. Parking brake. And let's switch our vehicle. What you guys thinking? Let's to manual. What looks sporty? I'm thinking this car looks pretty sporty. What is that? Orochi SBR. It's kind of giving Subi type vibes. I feel like one of these look like they might have the potential to be like a sports car or something. This one for sure. I think we can all guess what this is supposed to be. I just can't remember the name. Was that Corvette? That's the word I'm looking for. Corvette. Oh, this definitely does look sporty. Let's go. What was that car from Cars? Was it Dynamo? All right, let's try this one out. See what our new interior looks like. Oh, definitely a little bit more sporty. All right. Hopefully we can handle all this horsepower. Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna lower. Let's lower the volume a little bit. Looks like we're constantly yellow. I'll go back after I post this and just see where I can improve, see what works and what doesn't. Let's try to keep this in the 60. Yeah, right there seems good actually. Oh, is this the volume I've been talking at this whole time? We'll put this up a little bit. Hello? Hello? Alright, that seems fine. Okay, let's see if we can handle all this. Let me put this a little bit up. Alright, let's see if we can handle this. Almost stalled her. Oh! Now this looks fun. I think I'm just starting to get into cars just a little bit. It's one of those things where like I always avoided it. Oh, I'm sorry you guys, this seems to be cooking right now. I'll be quiet, let's just enjoy the noise of some engine right now. I seem to lose control a little bit when I shift gears. I wonder what could be causing that. Thinking we should switch to 4th? Do you think that'll be plenty? Ooh, still kind of high. We'll let her ride out in neutral. But I always imagine like driving a vehicle like this would be surreal. Just the acceleration, the noise. I don't think you can argue that you will definitely feel like you're a part of the car. Oh, my menu is still up. Oh. Okay. I'm not really sure what disappeared, but I'm sure I can look later. Oof. Okay, let's try 3rd. That seems to be fine. I wonder what the lower middle indicator is. I feel like it might be related to turbo, which might be why we lost control. Ooh, redlining. Switch. Oh wow. This vehicle is definitely harder to control. I don't know if we'll keep using this for the stream, only because the engine seems to be very overpowering. Can't tend to go on just to push the limits. Wow, we're going 320 miles per hour. Oh no, I hope we don't lose control. Oh no. I guess our foot's sleeping on the gas. Well, we can practice lowering gears to try to slow down. Oh, actually, we ran out of time. Gotta brake and hope for the best. Oh no. Alright, we crashed. It's okay. It's a video game. No one's hurt. You can always just respawn. Alright, let's try a slightly slower vehicle with less noise. I'm tempted. Let's try this one. Oh, these look amazing. I think, which one is my favorite? They all got a little bit of their own charm to them. I'm a sucker for a spoiler. An orange and blue combo. Oh no, I didn't even check if this was manual or not. Okay, well, it's manual. We know that. Let's see what happened. I guess these are the side effects of playing on a laptop. All right. It looks like most things are fine. I just have to reset my camera. Which, let's see if there's an easier way to update this. Properties. Switch both cameras. All right, let's see if this worked. Cool. That seemed to work. I don't know if I'll edit those out or keep them. Probably keep them. Yeah. I don't know if it's that deep. Let's see, let's move the live chat so I can see it. Cool. I would be so honored if anyone used this to go to sleep too. Oh no. Sorry, you guys. Technical difficulties. All right. Nope, moved the wrong thing. Oh, that's where that went. All right. Okay. All right, cool. Let's put that. Got a little bit in there. You know what? I can probably move it down here. That looks fine. Okay. Let's get back to it, you guys. First things first, let's fix our car because I'm sure I ruined the gears. All right. Stalled out. So the display looks a little different on this for sure. Okay, so RPM's at the top. Okay, so blue's my clutch. Okay, that's my brake. That seems to be the gas. Very neat. So we're gonna give it some. Ooh, this one's gonna be a little hard. All right. Sorry, this is where champions are made. Put that in reverse. Slowly let go of the clutch. Clutch, neutral. All right. First, slowly let go. And we stalled. This is going to be a little difficult, huh? Let's see if we can appear on level ground. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we're back on the road. That's one step. Probably should keep our eyes on the road too, huh? All right. Let's push it. Oh, the volume seems to be off. Might have to look into the settings. But first, oh wow, this car seems to accelerate very quickly. Let's see if we have a 6th gear. We do have a 6th gear. All right, let's see how far she'll take us. The fact that we're at 190, and this car definitely feels quicker than the last one. I'm gonna say we weren't at 320 on that one. I'm gonna say we're closer to probably 160. Wow, we're capping out at 200. I'm surprised in the control. Ooh, I'm surprised in the control that this vehicle has. I seem to be able to just fully turn at 200. I don't think I'd ever risk my life doing this, so I definitely enjoy the safety of like a game providing this experience. I would like to get like one of those car sims where you can just like get thrown around. I just know they're super expensive. And I don't think I'm ready to spend that type of money on that. Wow, I am killing it right now. Oh, let's see if we can drift. Is this the time? Nope. Let's see how bad we crashed out. If I can remember how to switch camera angles. That's not bad. I think we're living through that, if I'm being honest with you guys. I don't think that kills us. I think we're driving like a Porsche or something that has like the engine on the back of it. Let's see if we can get the volume back on. Hello? There could probably be like a power draw limit to like utilizing a laptop to stream this. Let's see. We'll try that trick from earlier to fix the camera. Properties. All right. Cool, cool, cool. I think I can get multiple view cameras if I mess with these settings right. It's actually very fun. Let's see how we do. All right, where's the volume at? Oh, I can hear it again. Seems to be plenty for you guys, hopefully. Of course, I'm going to rewatch all of this if I have the heart and make sure all my settings are good. And if they're not, whatever, we'll fix it. It's only episode 1. Let's try that again. Hopefully I get to hear the engine noises this time. Oh, let's leave our main menu. Hey. I have faith and confidence. So boom. Let's go to first. Slowly let off the clutch. I wonder why it gives out so quickly. It probably wants a quick takeoff. Ooh, who heard that? See, that was a slow start. Oof. I am not doing this. I did not do that on purpose. I promise you guys. If that looked cool, it was not. Oh. Uh-oh. We might have to repair the vehicle. Which I don't like doing because I feel like I'm cheating. But we'll try that again. Alright, go back in neutral first. Let's give her some gas. Not bad, you guys. I'm glad we did that. Well, after this we're switching. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. I did my best on that one. Let's switch to a more cruise-friendly vehicle. Of course, we're going to go manual. We'll definitely get our reps in too. Like, we'll get better at driving those race cars that are manual. Right here, I'm feeling like a 70s vibe. Hopefully the interior looks as good as the exterior of this. I'm feeling this guy right here. Ooh, nope, that's... We're not doing any automatics. I'm feeling this guy right here. Okay. All right, we're doing the classics, huh? I feel like there was definitely a quality in those older cars that does not exist today. And that might be a little bit cliche. But like, if you just look at this, like, it looks like we're in a boat. Like the metal, the simplicity. Then again, I don't think I'd want this in a modern day car. Like, I definitely appreciate like the big tablet screens that most of them have nowadays that you can like watch movies on when you're parked. Switch gears. This is kind of difficult. I don't think it has RPMs on it. I think we're just going off vibes. vibes and noise, which I can't hear really. Wow. Oh, this is it? If this is in miles per hour, it really gets up. Right, let's go back to the cruise. But I definitely think like there was an art, I guess, to making a car before like plastic was mass produced. Like, because if you don't have the option to like use plastic as a primary building material, then you kind of got to use the good stuff, you know? It's simple, it's cool, it's a nice ride. I definitely don't think the emissions were that good back in the day, though. I'm sure, I'm sure, like this would not pass any smog test by today's standards. I think the best part of like doing stream number 1 is that it only gets better from here. And to everyone who accidentally joined the stream during episode 1, thank you. Because even every little number gives me a little bit of motivation to keep talking to myself, I guess. Like it'd be very, very neat. Maybe like I can find my niche in like soliloquy or monologue where I just talk about nothing. Like whisper sweet nothings into people's ears all night. I think the most interesting thing about being a young adult is realization that I never knew as much as I thought I knew. Like I remember returning back to school at 22, thinking that it was gonna be a breeze, and I'm an adult now, so I can figure everything out, you know? Ooh, the brake's kind of touchy right now. Ooh. Like it's kind of like when you return to like an older video game that you used to play as a kid, and you assume that you'll be a beast at it. And then you realize you don't know what you don't know. Oops, looks like we crashed a little bit. You know what? We're not going to repair. We're just going to roll with the punches here. And things I thought that I would love, I didn't. And things I thought I would hate, I ended up loving. So it just goes to show that you're always growing, you know, no matter what age you are. Like, going back, I thought that I would love, you know, psychology, the social sciences, writing. I think because there was a piece of me that was just wanting to avoid math, you know? And as I was going through those classes, I realized I don't like how I don't know what those social science teachers really wanted. Like, was I supposed to memorize the material? Was I supposed to be able to analyze someone? Was I supposed to be able to diagnose the society and know what issues are bothering it? Am I supposed to write a good paper? Am I supposed to pander to something? It just seemed too complex to think about the meta information about those classes. Like, what's the bigger picture here? What was my purpose learning this? And then I realized math is simple. Like, there's only one answer to things, you know? Like, there's the answer and then there's not the answer. And no matter how much your teacher likes you or doesn't like you, there's an objective truth in your answer, you know? And I loved how it wasn't complex. It was like a puzzle that built on itself. And I learned a little bit more about the puzzle every semester, you know? And it just goes to show you that you're always growing. You can always find something else that like interests you. You don't know who you are ever, I don't think. I do admire people that do think that they know who they are, though, because that confidence, I don't know where it comes from, because I would like some of that. If I had the confidence to think I knew who I was, my goodness. I just think most people think they know who they are. And they get very upset when someone else is defining them. Which I can see the value in, like, defining yourself. It's just hard because I think you can lose your mind because I don't think you ever know who you really are, you know? I think I'm going to give a nice warm welcome to the next person who joins the chat. I'm trying to keep like a nice flow going, me talking to myself, but I also don't want someone who's joining in on this to feel like they're just an observer. I definitely want them to feel like they're part of this whole thing, you know? I like how, like, I think my coping mechanism to all this is talking very soft. Ooh, let's see the damage. I think I like my coping voice though. It seems very calming. Oh, it looks like we still save ourselves. Let's go neutral. Let's brake. Are we braking? Nope, we are on the gas. Alright, let's check out the damage. It looks like we were able to somewhat get out of that. Alright, let's look around. Well, don't really know how. Oh, there we go. Oh, I fixed it. Sorry, you guys. Ooh, let me fix it again. Well, we'll do a third-person session for a little bit. Because maybe you guys are more of like seeing the whole picture type people. Alright. First gear. Give her a little bit gas. Imagine learning how to drive a car. Ooh, don't want to stall. Don't want to stall. Come on, give her gas. I think I'm going to stall. Oh, nice. Good save. I could imagine learning how to drive a car back in these days as being a way bigger event than it is today. Like, today it's like you put in the key, if there is a key. You put your foot and you on the gas when you want to go fast, and you put your foot on the brake when you want to stop. Don't forget to use your blinkers. That's mostly what it feels like today. But I can imagine back in the day when everything was manual, you really had to put time and effort into learning how to drive. And I feel like there's also a piece where you have to put time and effort into how the car works. Because how can you... I feel like, for me at least, if I'm going to do something, I gotta understand what I'm doing. Like, I remember first learning how to drive, and I came from a poor family. Well, my dad had a manual, not by choice, but I think out of just like, there wasn't a demand, a high demand for them at the time. But I remember learning on that, and it felt impossible. It kept stalling at lights. Of course, I'm frustrating him because he's in the passenger seat, an idiot, driving. Oh, we only have 4 gears. And I can imagine, like, if you don't understand how the gears work, well, you probably don't need a full understanding, but if you just don't have an idea of what they're for, I can imagine that being extremely hard to, like, grasp. Like, when to shift, why am I shifting, what does shifting mean? Does shifting mean going fast? Does it mean going slow? Does it mean more power? Ooh. Ooh, let's see if we can save this. Oh my goodness. What's that old car from, what's it called? Cars, the old car. Doc Hudson? Doc Hudson? I feel like me hitting that and saving it was him teaching Lightning how to drift. Like, if you want to go left, turn right. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can save this one. I feel like I should just... Oh no. What do you think our survival rate was for that? To everyone who might have been listening this to go to sleep, I will switch to a quieter vehicle. I will not do that again. Let's see if they have a family vehicle. This is nice too because I wanted to put aside some time to really learn how to play this game. I feel like this might be perfect. Here we go. We got, what's this, a SUV? Maybe 3-row? It might be a 3-row. Definitely looks like it has the space to be a 3-row. Ooh, the horrendous. Let's do something stock. 4-wheel drive, because we don't have to worry about gas right now. All right. Well, it's not a 3-seater, but it's big enough to be one, and it's manual. Oh wow, this is so much easier. Okay, let's switch to second. I feel like I'm on like a little family road trip. Just relax. For the third, awesome. I remember thinking SUVs were silly for the longest time. Well, any type of van I thought was a little bit silly. I just thought like a car is meant to get from point A to point B for the lowest amount of money, which may be a lot of people's philosophies on this. But I think as I get older, I can enjoy certain features that I didn't think were important at the time. Like, yeah, you might only get 12 miles per gallon. You can also make half the amount of trips because you got more space. So definitely certain trade-offs depending on what you're using it for. Let's change our view to the inside. Let's see if we can drive a little bit better like that. Wow, we're going pretty fast already. It definitely looks like I'm capping out. Let's see if we can drop a gear and really push it. Uh-oh, is that a money shift? I don't know what a valve train is, but it's a little broken right now. Now let's redline it. Screw it, we can always fix it later. Ooh. What's really cool is like a lot of like experienced streamers do this very well where they can just be by themselves and at peace, you know? Like I admire Asmongold, how he can just spend hours and hours on end like looking up games, because like we're looking up games, watching things that are trends, learning new things about the world. I really do admire that because I think it takes a lot of like, I'm not gonna say dedication, but a talent at least to like in front of people being ready to learn. Which I guess this game's helping me with a little bit because I'm also learning this game at the same time as I'm streaming. And I'm very appreciative. Like 6 people coming and stopping by is huge. That's like a whole van worth of people, you know? So hey, we utilized the whole van for this stream tonight if you think about it. And of course, like I hope I can release quality content as we continue this thing. I think I can, only because I don't think there's any pressure anymore in this. Like, ooh, we're almost in first. We were in first. I want to be like that one guy who's on Twitch who chops wood and doesn't expect anything out of it. I feel like that's when you know you're doing it right. Uh-oh, let's put our parking brake on. Okay, start our engine up. Clutch, reverse, give her some gas, release. Ooh, we might stall out. Let's see if we can get enough. Yeah, we didn't. It's okay, no harm, no foul. Let's go back to neutral. Brake. I think we can turn out of this. Let's first some gas. Let's push it. Awesome. Well, I guess every day I stream, our van's gonna get a little bit bigger. Pretty soon we're gonna need a limo. Then after that we're gonna need a bus. And then after the bus we'll need, let's say if a train, we could do like a train simulator or something. But right now, as long as it's a low number, we can keep it to a small car, 6 people. Small SUV. Well, I can feel my brain tiring out a little bit. And the thing that I'm talking about slowly becoming repetitive. Everyone who joined me today, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the car ride. Everyone who's watching this car ride after the fact, please leave a comment. Don't have to like, don't have to subscribe, just anything that I can talk about next time, I guess, so we can bring that to the next car ride. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and I'll see you on the next car ride.